Okay, more Strixhaven School of Mages booster packs. Let's see what's in this one. Let's have one here. It's a treasure token. Treasure. So cool, we got a treasure token. Wow. Wow. That's so pretty. A lesson. A 3/3 flyer with ward. Pay 3 life if you want to target it. Really good flyer. First strike. Lower hold campus. The serpent. Symmetry's sage. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Ooh, we got a double. Torrent Sculpture. Whenever there is the battlefield, exile an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. Put a number of 1/1 counters on Torrent Sculptor equal to half the card's converted mana cost rounded up. Or plan B. Discard a card, then draw a card. When you discard an instant or sorcery card this way, Flamethrower Santana deals damage equal to that card's mana value to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. So that's pretty cool. Two-sided. Like that. What have we here? Snakeskin Veil. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It gains hexproof until end of turn. And a shiny Thrilling Discovery. You gain 2 life. Then you may discard 2 cards. If you do, draw 3. Special. Onward. Pack number 2. Let's open it for you. We have another game mode. Very cool. The other two I actually read earlier. Pretty nifty. One of them's like a dominoes type game. Let's see what this one is. Winchester Draft. I'll hold that there for a minute. If you want to read through it, go ahead and pause it there. We'll flip it over so you can see the other side. That way you have the full rules. If you want to play at home, now you know how. When I was looking through these cards, I noticed that this one is 4 of 5. So there are 5 different mini games that can be played with Magic that they're giving us instructions on how to play randomly and booster picks. All right, onward. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, that's actually one of my favorite cards. She's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Hope we get another foil embossed autograph. Here's a lesson. A spirit. Cogwork Archivist. Man, I actually won a game using this card. See here, pay 2 and tap. Put target card from your graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library. So during the draft, I was putting cards back from my graveyard onto the bottom of my library, keeping my library stocked while my opponent was dwindling down to his last cards. And it's a solid blocker. I mean, 4/5. Yeah. Bury in the books. He's pretty cool. Pay 1 and return him from your hand, return him to your hand, and you get that red back, but you get 2 colorless as well. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand, the rest in the bottom of your library, and exile 1 of them. You may play that card this turn for 2. That's a good deal. Ooh, Draconic Intervention. As an additional cost to cast this spell, exile an instant or sorcery in your graveyard. Okay. Draconic Intervention deals X damage to each non-dragon creature, where X is the exiled card's mana value. If a creature dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile it instead. Exile Draconic Intervention for 4. Ooh. Compulsive Research. Target player draws 3 cards, then that player discards 2 cards unless they discard a land card. Nice. I like that. And we got a shiny bullfrog. Or bullfrog. Still call it a bullfrog, I don't care. Next pack. I see a pest. I want a shiny pest. I think there's a foil pest. Wouldn't that be cool? Give me shiny pest. Anyway. Let's see what the art is. Oh, wow. Look at there. That's pretty. That's really pretty. Look at the bird. Just beautiful. Oh, shiny. Shiny broccoli. Shiny broccoli. I'll put you over here with the rest of the shinies. And we'll get on with things. Until end of turn, target non-land permanent loses all abilities and becomes your choice of a blue frog. Creature with base power toughness of 1, or a blue octopus. Creature with base power 4, toughness 4. Ah, offense or defense. Yeah. It's a sorcery. It's a lesson. That kind of sucks, because if I learn and go get this, now my opponent knows I have it. Yeah, I guess I'm burning it right there. Or, you know, I don't know. That doesn't seem as practical as it could be, I guess. Defend the campus. Choose 1. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. That's awfully expensive to defend the campus. There might be better ways. Mage Hunter's Onslaught. Oh yeah, this is a great one. Especially when you go wide. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Whenever a creature blocks this turn, its controller loses a life. Deadly Brew. Each player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. If you sacrifice a permanent this way, you may return another permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. And there she is. Hey, cool. We got her full art just a minute ago, didn't we? Yeah. Boom. Look at there. Good stuff. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses life. And she's got a buff. Buff. You go here. Tend the Pests. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice creature. Create X 1/1 pests, where X is the sacrifice creature's power. Beefy. Oh, here's a good one to sacrifice. Speaking of, because at the beginning of your turn you have to sacrifice creature, so you know, keep him in turn for a while. Sacrifice some pests. And then when you sacrifice him, each opponent discards a card. You draw a card, gain 2 life. And you know, if you do it with that other card, you just made 7 pests on top of it. Oh, look at there. Here's the 10-11. This guy's so awesome for 4, right? Whenever he attacks or blocks, you have to sacrifice a creature, hence what all them pests are for. And he's an 11-10. And if it comes down to it, sack him with that other card, make 11 pests, go wide. Big, fast, nasty. Oh, we got a duel. Sweet. So for 3, trample, as long as you control 8 or more lands, he gets +5/+5, making him an 8/8 for 3. Or it's a sorcery. Choose target creature you control. Each creature you control becomes a copy of it until end of turn, except those creatures aren't legendary if you chose a creature that is legendary. Oh my. So hey, you know, for 5, let's just turn all them pests into something else. Right? Sure, why not? What do you think? Turn the pests into that until end of turn? Sure, why not, right? Then maybe sack one of them and make a whole bunch more pests. I could go for some of that. Let's see, that goes over here. What we got here? Duress, yes. Good card. Target opponent reveals their hand. Choose a non-creature or non-land permanent from it. They discard it. And Beaming Defiance is an instant. Target creature you control gets +2/+2 and gains hexproof until end of turn for 2. Shiny. Good stuff, you guys. Let's open another pack. I think we'll open 2 more in this video, and then we'll take a break. That would be an elemental creature token, yeah? No, it's a spirit creature token. I'm starting to recognize stuff, but I still, it's kind of cool. Put you over there with the pest. Ooh. Ooh. Pretty cool. You know, I still haven't gotten a double of any of those yet. So that's pretty cool. Makes me happy. Fractal Summoning. This is a good lesson. Green, blue, X. Create a 0/0 green blue fractal. Put X/1/1 counters on it. It's always nice. Enthusiastic Study. Target creature gets +3/+1, gains trample until end of turn. Boy, is that important. And learn. Learn something. Yeah. Wind Scroll Shaman. Double strike. Little double strike. Target creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. That creature dies. Make a 2/3. Why not? Ah, Rhino Druid. That's a good one. Reach. Other creatures you control with equal power and toughness attacks. It gains trample until end of turn for 4. A 4/4 for 4 with cool stuff and reach. Sure, why not? Divide by 0. This is a good card too. Costs 3, but anyways, it's got learn. Return target spell, so if it's on the stack, or permanent with mana value 1 or greater to owner's hand. Learn something. Aether Helix. Return target permanent to owner's hand. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand for 3. Meh. It's really pretty art though, right? Right? What we got here? Golden Ratio. Wow. Draw a card for each different power among creatures you control for 3. That can be fun. What have we here? Exponential Growth. Till end of turn, target creature, double target creature's power X times. Yeah. Double it X times. So if it's a 3/3 and you double it twice, first it's going to become a 6/6, and then it's going to become a 12/12. Double it 3 times, Maybe a 24/24, and so forth. Yeah, that could get big and nasty any given time, huh? Ooh, abundant harvest. Choose land or non-land. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a card of the chosen kind. Put that card into your hand and the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. Land, non-land. That's actually kind of cool. That is actually kind of cool for 1 green. Nice digger. Dig. What did we get here? Ah, Symmetry Sage. All right, 1 more pack. 1 more pick. 1 more pick. And then we'll make 2 more videos after I take a break. Notice this. There's not a token. That looks really cool. That looks really cool. All right, onward. A mountain. A lesson. Hey, this is a good lesson. Good lesson to learn. Put 2 1/1 counters on target creature. It gains vigilance until end of turn for 3. Colorless. Yes, sir. This art is so mean. Reject. Counter target creature or planeswalker spell unless its controller pays 3. If that spell is countered this way, exile it instead of putting it into the owner's graveyard. Sir, you have been denied. Go home. You do not pass go. You do not collect $200. You're done. Curate. Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put any number of them into your graveyard and the rest back on top of your library in any order. Draw a card. You know, I swear there's an easier way to say that. But okay. Yeah, good card. Good card. This is nice. Biblioplex Assistance. Nice 4-drop. Flying. When it enters the battlefield, put an instant or sorcery from your graveyard on top of your library. Brings back them lessons. It's a flyer. It's a 2/1. It's probably going to die, but hey, look, you got it. And it's going to get your instants and sorceries back on top. You can learn something again. Take that course over again in case you didn't get it right the first time. Or it was just so good you had to do it again. Needlethorn Drake. Great early game flyer with Death Touch. Yep, good stuff. Oh, Reckless, yeah, what that says. Pay a green and 4 and double its power and toughness until end of turn. That gets out of control real fast. Maelstrom Muse. 2/4 Druid with flying for 4. Whenever it attacks, the next instant or sorcery you cast this turn cost X less to cast, where X is Maelstrom's power when as this ability resolves. So if you give him a little beef, you can get more than a 2 reduction, but you're getting a minimum 2 reduction on your next instant sorcery you cast when you attack with him, even if he dies. Good stuff. Helps that Prismari big stuff, right? Right? Snow Day. Man, I'm so hot right now. I could use a snow day. Tap up to 2 target creatures. Those creatures don't untap during their controller's next untap step. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. That's a lot to do that on. Yep. Oh, dual major. Copy target instant or copy target creature spell you control, except it isn't legendary if the spell is legendary. For 2. Yeah. Like with that big 11/10 that I was showing you a minute ago. Revitalize. Yep. Gain 3 life, draw a card. And Blood Age General. Attacking spirits. Get +1/+0 until end of turn. It's a 2/2 for 2. For 2. And oh, cannon. Pay 4, sacrifice creature. Fodder cannon does 4 damage to target creature. Step 1, find your cousin. Step 2, get your cousin in the cannon. Step 3, find another cousin. That's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Thank you, Wizards. Eddie did that. Oh, man. Okay, well, that's where we're going to end this video. Thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.